Yo, and we are live. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Yep, looks like everything is working fine. Good morning, good morning. Today is August 9th. Thank God for another day, dude. We get to trade. We get to trade. We literally get to sit behind a screen and make money. So you really have to thank God for that. Let's go ahead and break some of these levels down. Starting off with ES. So I do have a few levels here. So there was some support here, which has just been breached. And we do have another level of support down here at this 5 minute demand. As of right now, price action is pretty tough to read. In the overnight session, we hit a 1 hour supply. You can tell we had a very strong rejection, and ever since we've been falling down, making lower lows. We formed this 10 minute supply zone up here. Price did a good job of rejecting it and now again making lower lows. So, with all that in mind, it seems as if price may potentially continue downtrending, right? However, we do have a lot of levels of demand down here, a lot of levels of support. We have this overnight support that formed too. We have this resistance slash support, and then below that, I actually didn't really get to inspect this area, but I don't think I had anything. Yeah, I don't have much. Looking at the 30 minute, not much there. Maybe a level of demand here. So that line that I just drew, or yeah, so that 4508 level. Just looking for rally base rally. We have it there. So that is a 15 minute demand. 15 minute demand. Cool. So with all that in mind, I would one of the things that I do as a scalper is I wait for price to hit one of these levels in order to validate one of my trades. As of right now, I'm not entirely sure what price wants to do. We are making lower lows here, and we do have this 5 minute slash level of support down here, so we could potentially come down into this area. Either we break through it or we bounce off of it. I will say this 4520, although it is a psychological level, it's not the strongest level, but it is something that I thought was worth pointing out. Um, let's look at NQ. That way we get a little more color, and we get to understand what's happening, right? This is one of the reasons it makes it tough for me to really formulate a plan or know where price is going, because we are seeing a level of support here acting as hard support. Price can't break past this level, and of course it looks like we almost have this double bottom, right? Um, but similar thing here. We bounced off of this reject, or I believe we had like a 2 hour zone up here or something. Let's look at the overnight session. So yeah, we hit this like area here. I think it may be like a 4 hour supply. Um, but we did, similar to ES, hit that area, and we're seeing some pretty strong candles. Um, and look at this, right? We have this 2 hour zone here, which I just pointed out. So let me go ahead and mark that rally base rally. All right, pretty straightforward. And look at that. It also happens to be a psychological level. So 2 hour supply. Wow, it's horrible. It also happens to be a psychological level. It's a whole number, 15,360. All right, so we have some levels there, right? That's why I don't know if price is gonna make a lower low or make yeah continue to make lower lows. As you can tell, Nasdaq is having a hard time here. Um, let's run through it once more. I'm on the 15-minute right now. Yeah, so we have this 2 hour demand or 2 hour. What did I say was a 2 hour supply? My apologies. Got to sharpen up a little bit. 2 hour demand there. So of course, we saw buyers step in here. This was a resistance slash support, but down a little lower. You guys will notice that demand I just spotted out, and then we have support below that. Look at all the times we rejected, and then below that we just have so many levels down here, and I really think either we break past these levels, which I think would be lower probability, or I think the higher probability setup is maybe we reject off one of these levels, and then we continue to make higher highs, right? Because we are in this trend here. Um, I would actually want to point something out here. Okay, so looking at this higher time frame trend, right? So we breached that line, and I have noticed a lot of the times once we breach it, we then come back, test it, and it acts like a resistance turning into a support or vice versa, right? So we could potentially see that. We could potentially see not only a bounce off of this 2 hour demand, but also a bounce past this line. Something to maybe just consider, right? Um, but of course, buyers have been strong ever since yesterday, and I don't know if we'll come straight down. Like I said, that's a lower probability setup for me, just because we have so many levels of interest down here. I think the higher probability setup could potentially be like, hey, we bounce off of this one of these levels, and we continue to make higher highs. We'll see if that happens. But other than that, I think that wraps up the pre-market analysis. We have 2 minutes here until before the market opens, and I gotta do this real quick. Boom. All right, so yeah, going back to the 2 minute once again. Look how price is struggling. It's struggling right now. It's struggling to make lower lows. We have a lot of levels of interest. That this shaded box I just drew, that could potentially be an opportunity to go long if we break above it. All right, let's have a good day, man. Happy trading. Plan your trades, trade your plan, and let's get to it. We're making lower lows here, but again, we have this 2 hour demand, so I would be careful. let's see where the equities opened. Relatively flat. Yeah. They opened right at the same spot as where they closed. But we do have a gap that needs to be filled to the upside. Ponte a jugar. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. So a lot of these levels have been breached. This resistance that was once support has been breached. This support ended up acting as resistance. So if you guys are looking at ES, notice how that level, that 45.23 level, broke past it, acted as resistance. This is a pretty strong zone here. This could have been an entry, but again, I had so many levels down here, I didn't feel comfortable trading that. But this could have been an entry here as we broke past this. We found that immediate retest, and it is holding up there. I don't feel too comfortable trading this. Although we did see something like this yesterday, very similar action from yesterday. If I remember correctly, we had a break, and then we had a break just like this one. It came down just like this, and then it tested it like 3 times, and then it broke down and made lower lows. This is gonna make lower lows, I feel like. It's got some really strong selling pressure right now. We're hitting that overnight support on both NASDAQ and ES. I feel like this is gonna break through with the amount of. Yep, it just broke through. Damn. There it goes. I think I made the same mistake as yesterday. I want to take you guys back to yesterday. Look what happened yesterday. Same thing, right? Broke past it aggressively. Little zone here. Hit it about 3 times and then broke down. So we're seeing the same thing here. Broke below the zone. Tested it a few times. Damn. You have got to be kidding. This thing, the one thing I said was low probability. That's exactly what it's doing. This thing is on a fucking tear. Oh my god. Oh, this thing gets me upset, bro. Wow, look at that, bro. Down 60 points. We just hit this psychological level. It also happens to be a very strong push here on NASDAQ. Here on ES, we are a little overextended, so we could potentially just bounce up here. And we did come to this level of support here on ES. I'd be interested in going long here only if we can test that level one more time at 15,300. We're super overextended right now. We're gonna see some kind of relief bounce here. That 15,300 level, I mean, it's a psychological level and it is supported. We do have a level of support here. May go long here at 15,305. All right, I'm in long. Got in at 15,305. I wouldn't want to see a break below this 15,300. Again, we're a little overextended, so that's kind of my reasoning for getting in, and we're hitting these key levels here.
Stop filled.
Nice. Yeah, wow. I got completely obliterated. Oh, so much for that. Don't be the first buyer or seller, that's what they say. This literally broke through all the levels. Demand, support, support, support. Like it broke through all the fucking levels, which is kind of insane. I mean, the next level here is this this demand zone on ES. I think that looking at Nasdaq here, there's not much really stopping it. Like I think this could potentially fucking test the lows. Honestly, test the fucking lows of yesterday. That would be pretty insane, honestly. Damn, bro. I mean, looking back at it too, this is just a mental note for me. If you look before the market opened, right, we were finding consolidation here. We saw a lot of acceptance. Although we were rejecting off of this level of support, we found a lot of acceptance. Had it been a true rejection, I think we would have bounced and then saw a move to the upside. But since it just rejected and then it just consolidated, it chilled in that area, we found a lot of acceptance. And I'm talking about this specific area here. We found acceptance, broke below it, and then on ES, we saw price act as we saw that level of support act as resistance, and we made a lower low. So, I definitely could have. I should have been looking for shorts, even though we did have a lot of levels of support down here. It's just there's things going against my plan. It makes it tough, to be honest. But yeah, this thing went on a complete tear. That would have been. I mean, this is what I trade. It's just we had so many levels of support here. I wasn't really paying attention, or I didn't consider it as much as I should have. But I mean, you know how it goes. But that's the same setup like yesterday. Um, had resistance up here, broke below it, and yeah, that's how the cookie crumbles. This is real life. You guys think we playing chess? All right. ES here is having a hard time breaking below this level of support. And here on NASDAQ, we are also having a hard time here at this 15,282 level. Now, although we are overextended and I do expect some kind of bounce, I don't want to be guessing at this point. Like I'm gonna wait for another setup. But I know we are gonna bounce. We're gonna bounce. We're gonna see some kind of relief bounce because the market doesn't just move straight up or down. It's gotta bounce at one point. But I'm not gonna play. I'm not just gonna guess where it's gonna. I had a pre that last this trade that I took. I had a pretty good feeling we were gonna bounce. Just it was a psychological level. It was also a level of support, and then it was a level of support here on ES. So I figured if that's the one, then that's the one we're gonna bounce off of. But right now, I don't really see much. I don't see any levels here on Nasdaq, so for that reason, I don't know what level we're gonna bounce off of. But dude, we're literally fucking 100 points down. Wow, this is insane. It's fucking insane. This thing is on an absolute freaking tear. Wow. Wow. Did anyone did anyone catch this? Honestly, cuz this is a crazy tear. For the homie asking what my plan is, at this point, I'm going to wait until price with the amount of selling pressure, like I'm going to wait until price gets down to the lows, to yesterday's lows, and maybe we can see some kind of bounce there. But I'm not looking to trade this, although we are super overextended. I'm gonna wait until if price manages to continue to go lower, I'm gonna wait until we test those lows. We're testing that 50% retracement level here, here on ES. I wonder if we're doing the same thing on NASDAQ. No, we're way past that. We're way past that. NASDAQ has been on a complete tear, but we are testing the 50% retracement here on ES. And we do have a few levels. We have a level of support. We have a level of demand at 4508. But not until I see both of these line up will I take a trade. Right now it's a little, I'm getting mixed signals because ES is kind of struggling to make lower lows. It looks like it's finding some support here at this 45.10, and then NASDAQ just keeps going on. It's just on a tear right now. It keeps making lower lows. So as of right now, I don't have a concrete plan. I'm just waiting for either NASDAQ to hit that lows or if I see my setup, right? If I see my setup, then I'll let you guys know. But as of right now, it's kind of tough. This is like a falling knife right now. I definitely don't want to try to catch it. Let's look at the equities real quick. That's something that I do like to look at. do have a nice little, where is the box? We do have a little demand zone here on SPY, right around 44 447.85 level of demand right there. It's hot as a motherfucker. Hey. So prices finally slowed down here. We're starting to get a little reversal here. This could just very well be like a relief bounce. Whoa, it scared me. That's our 30-minute mark. Every 30 minutes, I'm doing like a top-down analysis, checking to see if anything new has happened. But I already know what to expect. Just a huge drop-off here. We do have this 15-minute supply that formed, you know, before the market opened, or not before, but you know, as the market opened. 15-minute supply. I'd be interested to see if we can break below this. That could potentially offer an opportunity to go short. I'm noticing the same thing here on ES. I need to see the same thing happening here on ES though before I hop in. This 15274 level, right? That's that level there. It's a level of interest, right? So if we breach it, then you know that would let us know that sellers are in control. Obviously they are, but I don't know if they still have juice. But no, it looks like buyers are stepping in here. Seeing that relief bounce. I'm actually gonna go long here on ES if I'm quick enough. That 45.15 level. It's a nice little level there, 45.15. Don't tell me you're just gonna dip without me. Alright, I'm hopping in.
Order filled.
I'm going long. I wouldn't want to see this break below 45.13. If this breaks below 45, I'm already looking at the next play here. If this doesn't end up working out and we end up breaking below this. Oh, you guys are looking at NASDAQ here, but yeah, if it ends up breaking below this, then that could actually offer a nice opportunity to go short. But I'm gonna take a stab at the longs here first to see if this works out, because ES has been struggling to make lower lows here. Could be a sign that sellers are exhausted, right? I mean, at some point we gotta have some kind of relief bounce, right? So I think this has been the best opportunity here. So we're in long here on ES. We're in long 45.15. That's where I got in. Stop loss is about 2 points away. We're going in long. I really need this thing to hold. Let me take you guys to ES here. This is what I'm looking at. So we broke, don't look at this box, but we broke past these highs here. Saw some nice aggressive buying. And so I found that immediate retest, and now I want to see continuation there. However, if this doesn't end up working out and we see strong selling step in, then this could potentially be an opportunity to go short right here for continuation. I don't know, we'll see. And as of right now, if assuming this does work out, I would want to target this this 45.20 level would be a first profit target. And if buying, 45.20, we have VWAP there. We have a level of support which turned into demand or resistance.
Stop fill.
All right, so I just got stopped out. Like I said, this next play. The next play here would be this 45.11. If we can breach that, I'm going in the shorts.
Order filled.
I'm in the shorts here. We're looking for continuation, right? I want this thing to breach. Come on now. Don't start struggling now, bruh. Come on. I'm here on NASDAQ now. So this box here, same thing as ES, right? I'm speculating that we're gonna breach this level after seeing buyers step in. We're gonna put these buyers underwater, and hopefully we can find ourselves with a nice setup. Why is it struggling, right? Come on, man. This 45.11 needs to breach. I don't like to see that, bro. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. We got in at 15,279, 15,279. We went short. We're risking about 10 points here on NASDAQ. We're in the shorts. Let's hope this works out, man, for continuation. And at this point, like I said, I do think NASDAQ wants to target the lows. So let's see if we can get the lows here of yesterday, which would be 15,220. I'd really like to see that, but I don't want to see this. This 15.2, we'll call it 15.245. That would be a nice first TP. Just because we have a 15-minute demand. I don't like how it's struggling right now though. We need to see continuation here. Are you fucking kidding me, bro?
Stop filled.
Wow. So obviously I got stopped out. Whew, that's tough. I'm struggling right now, honestly. I'm struggling. No, I trade Nasdaq and ES. I don't look at Forex. It's tough because, ES here is still it's still respecting that zone. It's that same zone here. ES is still respecting it. We're rejecting off that zone. But of course we do have some support down here. So it does make it a little tough. Yo, I'm gonna just call it, honestly. Like, I haven't been trading well. I don't My psychology's not there. I'm not in the right space right now. Um yesterday just I Yesterday I did horrible too. I got wrecked. So I'm gonna have to call it, you guys. Whoever's watching, I appreciate you watching. I'll be live streaming tomorrow, but I definitely need some time to myself right now, just because I got wrecked. So see you guys.